Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? My name is Melina. I'm a video confidence coach right here in Montreal. And I actually worked in the TV/radio industry for about 10 plus years. And I'm so excited to be here. Wow, that intro was just amazing. I'm super intrigued. I was like, who's going to be next? And we see my face. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to take a minute here just to make sure that everyone is on. If you can say hi in the comments, drop an emoji, just let us know that you're here, that you're eager to learn today during your lunch break with me, yours truly. And so, yeah, I want to talk a bit about myself before we dive in. So you should know today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons I believe you need to start going live or doing more video on social media to start making money or to start getting paid, right? Whether you have a business, whether you have a product to sell or not, I believe that we are all pretty much glued to our phones. So we need to be doing more video. And I hope I can, pass on this message of the importance of showing your face, making yourself more available to your audience online, because really and truly, if you've been living under a rock, I don't know what it will take to sort of prove to you the importance of connection, especially now, especially during a pandemic. I think connection is exactly what we are all seeking right now online, and that really is through video. So I'm just waiting along here. I want anyone, someone say hi to me, just so I know that we're here. I'm super, super happy. Thank you so much, Numériques, for, allowing me to share my thoughts on this subject today. Just before we get in, I want to talk a bit about, what I've done in the past and what it means to be a video confidence coach, because I think, it's pretty, hello. It's a really interesting title and it's very intriguing, right? Like, what's a video confidence coach? And so, hello, hi. So yes, like I was saying in the intro, I've worked in the TV media industry for about 10 plus years. So I feel like I know a thing or two about what it means to, prep yourself up before doing a video, before pressing record, before, going live like we're doing today, what it means, what's the prep work like? How are the nerves? What do I wear? Right? All those sort of questions, right? Like, is this good enough? Who's going to join? All the sort of, all those scary thoughts we get before we hit record or press live to actually show up and do something. And it's very different than your typical news story, right? So when you're in the news industry, you're basically sharing facts with people, right? You're sharing the facts. And when we talk about COVID, we're talking about COVID facts and whatnot. And so it's very different than, going live on Facebook, because on Facebook, you've got no cameraman. It's just you and yourself in your living room, like I'm doing today, right? This is my living room. And it's very different because you're not sharing facts. You're going to start sharing your story or sharing a connection or sharing your product or explaining why you're on this live, right? It's very, very different, but you still need to prep. Preparation still needs to happen, okay? That's a given. If like there's one thing you need to take away from this video today is that no matter what it is you're doing, you need to prepare, because something always ends up happening and you need to prep for it. You need to know why you're going on your live. You need to know why you're showing up, why you're doing more videos on social media. That needs to be number one thing for you today. So again, yes, it's very different to, do some breaking news stories than actually do a live, but I do believe, throughout this whole pandemic, we are all on social media. And I believe in working smart instead of working hard, or we feel like, I get this a lot from a lot of my clients. Like, I feel like I'm posting every day, but I'm not getting the clients. I'm not getting the people. I'm exhausted. I'm always on social media. I'm exhausted. But we need to figure out how to resonate with your audience. And that's the most important part. You never want to feel so overwhelmed with social media, right? You want to feel like, okay, I'm doing something because this will help me get XYZ, right? And so I've learned that there are 3 things that you can do by going live, right? And what it can bring you, especially if you are an entrepreneur. So obviously I'm catering this to someone who either has a product or has an idea and wants to start, sharing it on social, right? Or, sharing their product with their community and how to go about doing it and why video really is key right now. And if you don't have a product, but you have a solution to something, right? It could even be, there's so many people pivoting their businesses right now, right? Gyms are closed in Montreal again. So you could be a trainer, but you know how to lose 10 pounds by doing a couple of workouts in your home. That's something you can sell online. And so when I mean sell, it's not always about making money, right? It's not always about, okay, I'm going to sell this course so I can make money, but it's sharing an idea. And that's what I mean by selling, because no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're showing on social, it's got to connect with your audience. It's got to get people to like, share, repost, reshare. And that in turn attracts more people, attracts more eyeballs to your page, and gets you more visible. Okay. So you don't necessarily need to have a product, like I'm selling shoes and, here are my shoes, right? You don't necessarily need to have a product, but you need to, first of all, know why you're on social media. Okay. And I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to share the 3 things that I do believe will help you, especially as an entrepreneur, as a young business who is trying to navigate the whole social media world, which, does seem, or it is very overwhelming, but, you don't know where to start, and you're kind of nervous now because I think you, like me, you're seeing more and more people doing videos, right? And if you're on Instagram, you're seeing more and more people do Reels or IGTV or IG Lives. And if you're on Facebook, you're doing more Facebook Lives, or you're seeing more video, right? You're scrolling through and you're seeing a lot more faces now online. That's totally normal. And I'm going to explain all of that in just a sec here. I see we have some comments. They're partially working, but we're getting that fixed. So bear with us. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm just going to start. And then once I get those questions coming in, if I deem it fits with what I'm talking about, I'll answer them right away, or else I'll leave them till the very end. Okay. But yes, you can ask questions at any time. And of course, I will ask them. I will answer them the best of my capabilities here. Okay. So the 3 things. Now, like I said, you don't necessarily need a product, right? You don't necessarily need a product, but you have something that you either wish to sell or wish more people would purchase, or you're like, listen, you need this because this will change your life like it's changed mine, XYZ, right? And so today I am focusing on that entrepreneur or that person who's like, I have a 9-to-5 job, but I have this little side hustle here, but I want it to grow, or I want to make extra income online. Where do I start? What do I do? Number 1, visibility, right? So the more we do videos online, or the more we set ourselves to go live, right, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well, you will be more visible to your audience. It's like automatic, right? Because you're going to be showing up more, right? You're going to go live, you're going to do more video, and people will see that. People will see your face, right? Like you're seeing me today in my living room. We're going to see you go live. We're going to get a notification. If we're following you, we're going to get a notification that you're going live. So that's automatically creating visibility, right? And in marketing terms, that's like the golden nugget. Like that's what you want. You want more people viewing your page, right? And so live streaming right now, because we'll call it live streaming, it's all about connecting and interacting with your audience in real time because you're live, okay? So like I'm asking you to ask questions and I can answer them, this is all being done ASAP, like right now, instantaneously, okay? And it breaks down the barriers and creates that connection that transcends those marketing limitations that we were once told we needed to have to sort of have this marketing campaign for us, right? And so I just want you to think for a second. And if you can answer in the comments, what would you remember more? Is it reading an article or reading, a post, this long post, like there's a picture, a static picture and a long post? Or will you remember a video, someone going live, someone doing a little dance in the reels with like a few tips for you to go about your day, some catchy song? What are you going to remember more? And statistics show, I'll wait a second. I don't know if someone wants to comment. What will you remember more? A static picture or a fun little video with some music, some catchy song? Well, stats show that video wins. People will remember video more and longer. We will come back, we will refer to it, we will remember it way more than a picture, than a static post, than, a question on your Facebook page. We will just scroll through that. But a video catches, your audience's attention right now, right? Yes, if you can see right now, if you're on Facebook, but you have some questions, please go on our YouTube page and definitely a video. Hi, Lynn. Thank you so much for joining me on this luncheon. Yes, definitely a video. You will definitely remember video. And so I want you to consider, how most of Facebook Live videos right now rack up, let's say on a good day, 300 plus views. This is when you're live. And my business Facebook page is lucky on a good day to get like 50 impressions, right? Like 50 people that just like saw it or liked it or commented or, 50 impressions on a single post, but yet a live video can rack up to 300, 500 views. That picture is nothing compared to video right now. So I don't want to convince you of how powerful video is right now. I just want to share with you the stats, like what people are talking about right now. And if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, I invite you to do so. My Instagram handle is @WhereToNextMelina. You can see that here. I always talk about showing your face and why you need to show your face, right, to make sales, because your face now is what is going to sell. It's no longer your product. It's you as a person showing up on your Facebook page, in your living room, talking about your product. That is what's going to sell. And I'll go back to the stats here, okay? Facebook Live videos receive, this is according to Adweek, and I'm reading this to you, receive 3 times higher engagement than a video that is no longer live, okay? You'll receive 3 times higher engagement. And a Facebook Live video will receive 5 times more engagement than a static post. This is according to Adweek. So I'm not inventing this. The stats have proven to us that video is where it is at, especially right now. So I don't want to say that photo posts are out. I'm not saying cancel your photography session. I am saying we need to see you more. I am saying we need to see you live. We need to see more videos of you. That's what I'm saying. So that is the key message today. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's going to be a few things that I want you to remember, but that is one of them. You showing up, you being present with your community is going to create a stronger connection. And I like to say this will attract your dream clients. And what I mean by dream clients is people that will keep coming back to your page, people that will engage with your videos, people that will refer their friends to you because they feel like they are part of your community. That's a dream client. That is a dream client. And I'm going to start, I haven't seen the questions yet. I know we're having a little bit of issues. You do not need 10,000 followers. You do not need 10,000 likes on a post. You do not need any of this. You need to start showing up. Okay? You do not need the 10K. Let's forget about that. That is not true. There are a lot of rich people, businesses that have nearly 1,000 people following their social pages, but they are still making six figures. Okay. So I want us to stop, glorifying the 10K followers. Like, we don't need 10K followers. You need a community that will keep coming back for more. Okay. So if you have a product, again, if you follow me on social, I talk about this all the time, but if you have a product and let's say you are selling cookies, because I don't know what it is. It could be this whole pandemic thing. I know that we were all baking during the first wave, but if you're selling cookies right now, right? You have a business, you're selling cookies and you're telling your audience they are gluten-free, right? This is what I see every day on social. Every day I see this. Young entrepreneurs, young or old, doesn't matter, even if you're young or you're old, young businesses, right? They're starting out, they have these social pages, they're selling a product. Let's say they're cookies, let's say they're candles, whatever it is. All I see on their page is pictures of the product. Here are the cookies. Order your cookies. They're gluten-free, they're no sugar, they're healthy, they're for kids, they're no nuts, you're using all the keywords, all the buzzwords to sort of sell your product, right? These are local, homemade Montreal cookies. Buy your cookies today. DMs are open. And I hear this all the time. Crickets. Nobody's buying your cookies. You're getting 2-3 likes on your posts. Why? Because we don't relate to your cookies. Nothing is relatable to your cookies. Like, the pictures of your cookies, it looks yummy. I don't care for it. We don't care about your cookies, right? You have to make us interested in your product. The only way to do that is by going online, showing your face. I even dare you to do a live with your cookies in your hands, eating them. Or better yet, I'm giving you a freebie on this one. I encourage you to go live and you're just about ready to put those cookies in the oven. And you're in your kitchen, the kitchen's a mess. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see a perfect kitchen. Your kitchen's a mess. Picture this, your kitchen's a mess. You're going live and you're telling your audience, in about 10 minutes, I'm putting these cookies in the oven. I'm going to sit down, grab myself a cup of coffee, and I'm going to answer your questions. Wow. Now you've intrigued even the girl who didn't think about buying cookies today to join your live, ask you a couple of questions about your gluten-free, fabulous cookies, and you might make a few sales. More than that static picture of, happy Monday, here are the cookies. Like, nobody cares about that, okay? So I'm going to go back to another stat here. Live videos, okay? The live video experience generates 3 times the engagement of typical videos shared on social media, with millions of users tuning in around the world, right? So can you imagine your Montreal gluten-free homemade cookies you can get people from all over the world to want to purchase your cookies. That's massive. That is massive. 3 times the engagement than a static picture. So the question really becomes, how do you take advantage of that engagement for your brand? How do you take advantage of it? Now, you've got cookies to sell, right? And you're asking people, or you're trying to tell people why they need to buy your product, why they should buy your product and not someone else's. But right now, you're not generating that connection. You're not attracting those people to your page because everything is very static. It's the typical cookie pictures we saw on Instagram 10 years ago. I don't even know if Instagram was on. I don't know if Instagram was there 10 years ago. I feel like they were. But those pictures don't work anymore. They do not, right? And of course, we see celebrities, influencers, bigger brands have their fan base to use Facebook Live for more like casual purposes, right? Like, we're going live, we're going to do this workout, we're doing this, we're doing that. That's great. But because of this, you need to spend that time going live yourself, because or else you're just getting, no one's seeing you. No one's seeing you online anymore, because those pictures, even the algorithm is not favoring those posts. So you're drowning yourself in like a black cloud. No one can see your stuff. I'm not going to teach you hashtags. I'm not teaching you how to create, a whole social page. But I want to make sure if you're here today, I never want to hear anyone who has a business, small, big, medium, whatever it is. I never want to hear someone say, I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page because I need that now. You don't need to have a Facebook page. You can have a Facebook page, but it's got to be a good one. It's got to be an engaging one, right? It's not enough to just have a Facebook page with your hours and your availabilities and, your 5 pictures. That's not enough. It kills me when I hear people say, I just have Instagram because I know I need it. That's not enough. And, I know social is big and scary and we're like, oh, I'm not willing to invest. I'm not willing to, but this is really, and I hope you've seen this by now with COVID, this is by far, and I'm going to share more stats with you. I'm going to be annoying with stats, but this is by far how people are purchasing things right now. We are purchasing only through social right now. Long gone are the days where we are Googling, and we're not doing that anymore. We're on social because we're already there. And if we see products we like and we trust the person selling them, we're going to buy them. That's how the shopping experience has changed. We are being told by other people, you have to buy this juice. This product is amazing. This farmer's market is amazing, right? I'm seeing the same things that you're seeing. It's because it works now. It's because people are buying from people. So can you imagine you're selling these great cookies, but no one knows who you are. No one knows why you even started making these cookies. You need to go live. You need to get on video, start sharing the reason why you as a mom started making these gluten-free cookies for your kids. And guess what? They're made right here in Montreal. That's a bonus. That is a bonus. Not only is it a keyword and a great hashtag, it is a bonus. But now we want to see the baker. We don't want to see the cookies. We want to see the baker, maybe even eating the cookies. Let's see you eat them too, right? It's like, we want to feel that connection with our audience. So if I feel like you're eating your cookies, it's going to entice me to want to go out and buy them. And then, you know what? Take a picture of me eating them, tag you in it. That is free marketing for you. That is free publicity for you. You want to create this sort of like, share, and trust connection with your audience. And that is by doing video, okay? By doing more and more video, by showing yourself more on the screen. Right? It's great to have a brand. It's great to have the perfect logo, but now we want to see the face behind the brand. We want to make sure that we can reach to the owner of the business. It's almost like we're tired of, calling a company and we're just waiting on the line and on the line and we want answers right away. And that video connection, you will never get with a static picture. Okay? And because you're building that connection, we're getting to number 2, which is money. So as you're building this connection with your audience, right now, I'm going to go back to that Q&A, potential Q&A with your cookies. And now people are asking questions about, okay, why did you start this business? And why are they gluten-free? And what are you putting? Like, what's in the cookie? And you're live and you're sharing your ingredients and you're in your kitchen and you're showing the ingredients. Like, look, this is the flour, this is the sugar, this is the salt, this is the, gluten-free, whatever, chocolate chip, whatever. This creates like that relatability. Like that mom who's going to purchase your cookies, and if she likes them, she's going to share your cookies with other moms, right? And talk about how great you are and how, she went on this live with you, you answered her questions, you made her feel comfortable to buy her cookies. So she's going to feel like an ambassador for your brand, which is going to generate that money. It's just going to be it's going to be organic. You won't even feel like you are selling because all you're doing when you go live or when you're doing videos, you're just sharing your product, but you're doing it in a way that involves your customer. Your customer is your dream client. Your dream client is now going to be a part of your community, right? That's what you want. And that's what people want now. They want to feel like they're a part of something that is making an impact. That's what they want. Okay, let's go back to some stats here, okay? According to Forbes, Brands are treating social media as a sales platform now more than ever. Okay. So nearly 25% of business owners are selling through Facebook, and 40% are using social media as a whole to generate sales. So not only does social media influence what people buy through recommendations, but a fully 30% of consumers say they are making purchases through Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, because they're seeing a video. And studies show 90% of people buy from brands they are following on social media. So people are following you, right? People are following you, and they, some of them like your cookies, some of them are liking them. Can you imagine if you were to go live and explain why you started this brand? Jump on a live. Hey, everyone. Today, I'm going to share with you the reason behind these cookies, why I started them. And you start explaining how your son was so sick one day, and then you had to rush them to the emergency, and you end up finding out that he is gluten intolerant. And so now you have to change the whole lifestyle, eating lifestyle for your whole family, and how you were sick and tired of purchasing these cookies that were gluten-free but didn't taste like anything. And so now you took it upon yourself to make yummy, delicious, gluten-free cookies. Don't ask me why I'm talking about cookies. Like, I'm sorry, it's lunch, okay? We're all eating. So can you imagine how many more people will start feeling like, oh my God, I can relate to this person, whether they have an allergy or not? You are a mom who is worried about her son, who brings them to the emergency, who has an issue and who's now gluten-free. And then you're explaining how nothing tasted good in the stores and how you had to take it upon yourself to make these yummy cookies. And your friends told you should start selling them. And so now you're selling them. Can you imagine the type of community you can build off of that story alone? If you go live on Facebook one lunch day, like I'm doing with you today, to talk about the story behind the cookies, that is amazing. So many more people will be like, oh my God, did you hear about this girl? She's making cookies because her son was in the hospital. This is going to generate a natural buzz, and it's all organic. It's organic. We call this organic marketing on social, okay? Organic marketing. So not only are you creating cookies, you are creating a brand that people will be able to relate to, that people will now be like, I want to purchase from this woman because I get her, because her story, I resonate with it, because I trust her, because she is making these cookies for her son. I trust her. That's what you want. And more people, like I just said, are buying from brands that they feel like they can trust. And that is by showing up, by being you, by going live, by making those cookies in front of your audience, by putting them in the oven, answering some questions, have a cup of joe, chew on those cookies, and speak to your audience. That is how it'll work, okay? And I know that maybe for some of us, it's very scary, right? To like, okay, well, now she's telling me to go live, but now I don't know what to say. What do I do? I need you to figure out why you're on social. Like I said, the answer cannot be, well, I have a business, so I need to be on Facebook. You need to figure out the purpose of your cookies, the purpose of your brand, and then you showing up on social will come naturally. Because like I tell all my clients, we don't need to change the wheel. You have a product, you have an idea. Now all we need to do is make sure that more people know about it. And how do we do that? We have to start by sharing your why. The why. Why did you create cookies? Why did you make these cookies? Why did you start this business? Why are you on social? What's your message? That is the most important thing you need to start focusing on. Okay? And it can't just be, I made cookies because the other cookies were not as good. There has to be something that is allowing you to dedicate some of your time to be making these cookies. And that's your story. It's the story I just shared with you, right? The mom who just found out her son had to be has to eat gluten-free now, and now all the cookies in the store are not good. And she wanted to make them with real natural ingredients. And guess what? They're made here. They're local. These are the words. These are all the buzzwords that any mama right now wants to be hearing right now, right? Gluten-free, healthy, made here, local. That is what we want to hear. So that will come naturally because that is your product. But the story, the reason why you started doing it, that's what people want to know. Although you think it's not interesting, it is exactly what will intrigue your customer to purchase, okay? Your story. Now, like I said, I know it's not easy and it doesn't come as natural as, let's say, myself, because I've been doing video for a really long time. And again, even to prep myself for this live, I've prepared myself. Like I told you at the beginning, you have to prepare. You have to know what you're going live or online. You need to know what you're going to say. You can't just show up and wing it, okay? Even if you've been doing this for 20 plus years, you cannot just wing it. You need to prepare. And I'm coming now to number 3, which is confidence, which is the most important part, because I realized as I started my business, you can have a great product. You can have great ideas. You can make sales, okay? You can, just by showing some static posts. But if you want to be active on social, you want to be able to create videos, you want to connect with your audience, you want to be that person that's like, you want to create people online that's like, I need to try these cookies. You need to show up. You need to show your face. You need to get over the fear of going live, of showing your face, of showing up. And that takes confidence. That takes guts. Okay, it really does. And so, I call myself a video confidence coach because I realized for a long time, what was stopping people from showing up was not believing that they can do it, right? Was not believing that they can go online and show their face because they're so scared that they don't look like everyone else online. They fear like they're not young enough, right? All the limiting beliefs. And so, yes, we're showing here my website. If you do feel like you need assistance, I do offer one-on-one coaching. You can check out my website, wheretonextmelina.com. And, I know that we are scared of judgment. We're scared about negative comments. We're scared about what people will say, what mom, dad, our neighbors, our aunts, our uncles will say, because now they're seeing us live in our dirty kitchens, right? It's like we're terrified. But I want you to remember this, okay? You cannot, and we need to stop comparing your day 1 to someone's day 100. Okay, it's very easy to compare someone who's been doing video for a really long time, who edits really well, to someone who's just starting out. And if you want, I invite you to go on any person, any influencer you're following right now, to scroll on their page. Go scroll. You're going to see they also had a day 1. So stop comparing your day 1 to someone's day 100. But what I will say is we no longer have time to keep waiting to hear about your product. We no longer have time to be waiting behind the scenes, hoping that someone is going to find out that we exist. We need to start seeing you. We need to start showing your product, but differently. So I don't want us to be scared. I don't want to change the game here. I am just here to explain to you the importance of video. The stats show it. The engagement is there and the people are there. Everyone is on social right now, and it's so valuable to be showing your face, because your face becomes the product. Your face is what's going to get people to check out in the cart and buying your product. Okay, those are the 3 things. So visibility, that will attract money because you're going to be creating that connection with your audience and growing that community. And how do we start? It starts with confidence. It starts with believing that we can. Okay, live video is the best. Yes, Heather, it is. Thank you so much for commenting that on YouTube. Yes, live video is where it's at. And I know it's super, super, super hard. It's like So many of us fear what people will say. Do I look good? Am I wearing the right colors? What do I say? How do I say it? I know. And that's why I encourage you to, reach out to me or reach out to your favorite coach who can potentially help you master the art of video storytelling. Now, I want to know if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right now. I know we had some issues at the beginning. If you can, ask away. I also want to remind everyone that we are collecting, voluntary donations, for those who want to support this platform and community. So if you can help us out, content creators, young professionals, and startups through the Creator HQ community composed of volunteers, really and truly. And this is an incredible team. They've helped me, set up this live here. So if you can, we are collecting voluntary donations here. So I'm just waiting here just to see if we have any more questions. I'm happy, some of you are agreeing with me that live video really is and truly is the way to, create this impact, make an impact for your business, for your online community, for your social pages. It really is, truly is time to go live. Like I say on my website, it's time to go live. It's time. I'm just, I'm going to keep I'm waiting around here just to see if we've got any questions or comments. If you want to share me your product and we can work something out right here live. I can, help you out here, get you comfortable doing your first live. Yay, I'm so happy. Yes, so many great tips. Really and truly. I'll just repeat them again. So number one, visibility, right? You want to create that visibility with your audience that will sort of create that connection. That will in turn generate more money because more and more people will be eyeballing your page. More and more people will start buying because they're starting to trust you. And that will in turn generate that confidence you need to really and truly start doing those videos to create that sort of impact that you do want. Because, as much as it is great to make an income online and make money, there is no better feeling than growing a community that will in turn back you up, that believes in your product just like you believe in yours. I do not believe that right now we are online trying to sell a product that we don't believe in, because if that's the case, it's going to show. But if you're online and you have a product that you're like, I know this will change your life, that will show. That will show through video. But it will not show if you are just showing us static pictures of your product, right? It could be candles. I said cookies. It could be anything. It could even be a service, right? You're a trainer who now, unfortunately, can't go train at the gym, but you are willing to help people lose 10 pounds in their living room, like in my living room. That's a service. That's a product. Community is where it's at. Yes, it is, Heather. Yes, more and more now. Wouldn't you say community? COVID-19 has amplified, a sense of community, especially now with our local, authorities, and, we're all living in our own little boroughs. We want to feel that sense of community more and more now. Love it, Heather. I do DIY live streams and take viewer suggestions when troubleshooting new designs. That is amazing. Exactly. Do-it-yourself live streams. Yes. There you go. See, Heather's doing it, and you don't need a physical product, but going live will help you create that sense of community, will help get people on your page, and will get more people talking about you. That's what you want. Let's see here if we've got any questions, any more comments, or else I guess we're going to wrap it up quickly. I'm just waiting just to see if we've got any more questions here. I don't know if we had any Facebook questions. I know I missed it because I'm here, but let's just see. I think we're good. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes here just to see if we've got any more questions. Of course, this was live, but you're going to be able to watch this after the live. This is going to stay on our pages on Facebook and YouTube. And again, if you want to reach out to me, you know, I do offer one-on-one 100% personalized coaching. If you do need help in this area, feel free to reach out to me. You can follow me on Instagram at where2Melina or contact me on my website. Once again, there we go, one-on-one coaching. It's time to go live, everyone, okay? It's time right now. So thank you again so much, Numerics, Creator H. Many of my product ideas come from followers' requests. Exactly, Heather. Thank you so much. Sometimes we think we know what people want, but other times it's different than what we might think. Exactly, Heather. You've said it yourself. And this is what's great, right? We get community commenting, suggesting things. This helps you. This helps your brand because you are constantly tweaking and bettering your brand. So this is great. And your community will thank you for it because they're going to feel like, yes, she's listening. She is there. She is real, right? Long are the days where we're waiting on the phone, waiting for someone to talk to us and answer our questions. This is what it is all about. It's so great. Thank you so much, Heather. I'm so happy that, you know, you can resonate with what I'm saying. Again, thank you, Numerics, Creator HQ, for allowing me, you know, to speak today on this, you know, gorgeous Tuesday, Lunch and Learn. I will see everyone next time again. Feel free to reach out to me whenever. And hopefully we can do this again. Thank you and take care.